Hello, everyone. I'm Mario, and this is DeBOS, a decentralized business operating system. I've been working on DeBOS for like the last year or so, so it's outside of the hackathon parameters, but I have been working hard on it this week with all of the resets. And so I'm going to share a few things that I've built for DeBOS to make it stronger than it already was. So DeBOS is a business operating system. It's modular. A business can come on here and keep track of their sales, their finance, their scheduling, everything in one application. A business, some of them don't really even have websites, a smaller business. And so DeBOS offers them a website. Well, what we built this week during the hackathon was the store module. So not only do they get a public website, but now they can also come here and easily configure. This is the configuration screen. They can configure a store. So it's a lightweight storefront that will be connected automatically to their public website. And they could come in here and they could sell services, or they could sell some merch, they could sell some swag. There's an easy cart checkout right there. So I'm really excited about having built this new storefront module for DeBOS. The other thing that I built this week that I'm really happy with is our opportunity builder. So let me go ahead and get over here to opportunities. So DeBOS, a lot of businesses, they have to create lists in order to figure out who's going to be their good customers. So they might be scanning through Google, scanning through Yelp, making a list to try to find businesses that are going to use their services, right? To make cold calls. So, that could be a tiresome thing to do, and without having to use any really expensive APIs, what I did was I created an opportunity builder. So it's super easy. You basically open opportunity, then you open up Yelp. Okay. So right now I'm looking at record stores. I want to find all the record stores in Salt Lake City. I'd hit Diabolical Records. All right. And then down here is a little blue button that says send. So I hit send and it's going to say, okay, add to opportunities. All right, let me get one more. So I'm going to go back to Yelp. Let's find a different record store, hit send. Now I got two here. So I'm going to go ahead and review these opportunities. Now I see two opportunities right here, Diabolical Records. I want to create these two leads. So now two leads have been created, right? Diabolical Records, sound, and so I could come onto this, and now so you see here's a lead, Diabolical Records, and it has all of their information. It has their phone number. It has their website. So now as a user of DeBOS, I can start working on this lead. I could call this person, hey, your record company, I sell cheap logo making, or sleeves for used vinyl. And so you can create lists to call. So this is really a tool to help businesses find that demand that's out there. So I'm super excited. But the most important thing that I'm excited about this week, it couldn't happen at a better time, was we got our first customer, our first actual business to start using DeBOS, and it's a marketplace online. It's an online marketplace that sells vinyl. That's why I'm looking up these record stores. And so I'm so excited that we're now actually starting to pressure test. So what does that mean? It means that a person actually went to our storefront. You can see app store, apps, and your DeBOS here. So we'll go to my we went to my actual storefront right here, and you can see here's DeBOS, and they launched it from here. So they launched this instance of DeBOS, and now they're using it for their marketplace in order to keep track of tasks that they have to do. We just made a new task module, so that we did that actually during the hackathon week here. So what's the task module? Boom, it's this here. You make a new task. Maybe you want to sign up to one of your team members, because not everything is a job. Sometimes it's like, oh, I got to have lunch with somebody, right? So it might be myself. So when's the due date? The due date's the 20th. Having lunch with fam. Okay. So now what this does is it's complementary to our activity center. So now if I go into my activity center, when it's ready, it'll pop up. It'll say, look right here, boom, have lunch with fam. So we're also trying to get people to stop having to go out to their Google Calendar, things like that. Doing everything within the business system here. And that's why the modular vibe is so intense. Okay, so our first customer is a marketplace. So we had been building DeBOS specifically for like service businesses, landscapers, painters, but that's just because we're still building it. It's meant to be a dynamic system that any business could build on. So as soon as my guy came over here and started using DeBOS, became our customer, I started to build a marketplace module. And so it's because he's probably not going to use sales, right? He's got a marketplace, people sell their vinyl on there, and then he gets a cut. So now he's going to be able to keep track of his sellers. Okay, he's going to be able to keep track of the sales that are going on. And like really, so we're just starting to build that. But one of the coolest things is that we were able to, so with the service business dashboard, you're concerned about leads, operations, inventory. He's not going to have inventory, but he can still use it. He's just going to go to configure to marketplace. And now when he opens his dashboard, he's going to see an entirely different set of KPI cards: active sellers, sales, revenue, opportunities, because he's not really looking for customers. So his opportunity builder is going to make sellers because he's looking for sellers. So that's why we're calling the record store. So boom, that's just one, that's a snippet of what I built during this time here with getting all these really fresh resets. And man, I'm just so happy that I found Codex. It's helped me to create something that I've dreamed of building for a very long time. And we got our first customer, and it's going great. And I think that I think this is just the beginning. So thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day.